Okay, what is going on, Miguel team? Welcome to another Bitcoin video. We're going to be doing an altcoin video pretty soon, so stick around to that one. But today's video is going to be a Bitcoin video. Bitcoin is very hot right now. A lot's happened. A lot is going on. And we've hit that 45,500 target. And if you remember back to our initial prediction we made on the 25th of Jan, we said that we'd reach anywhere between 45,500 and 48,000. So now that we have actually reached that level, what do we think is going to happen to Bitcoin? You can see over here we reached that level already. Well, we think we're probably going to consolidate a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about it today, but I just want to bring to your attention that we did post this trade in the free channel. You can check it out. We also posted on Twitter earlier today with our prediction of what Bitcoin was going to do. Had a nice bull flag. We took a measured move. We haven't done a video on how to trade bull flags yet, but I will do a video soon on how you can actually trade bull flags and learn when you can take entries and exits on bull flags. But you can see this was our measured move, and it basically it was almost perfect. It went a little bit higher than our prediction, which it ended up going to about $32 over our prediction. So basically perfect. But moving on from that, zooming out on Bitcoin, you know, we have broken up some pretty critical structures here, but we're still underneath that major resistance zone. And we've been saying for a long time that $48,000 zone, that 45,000, 48,000 zone here is a very critical zone, and we do need to break over this level to actually flip bullish again. We do have a golden cross incoming, but generally when a golden cross actually occurs, we see a little bit of downwards action initially and then a move upwards after. Overall, we are looking very bullish. I would say we look bullish until we lose this long-term green line. We can see this green line going across the screen here. If we lose this level, we will definitely come down again. But going back to our initial prediction, let me get it back up over here. We can see that this dip may have been overextended. We may come a little bit lower than expected and then push back up to 48,000. I think as long as we remain above, I would say 42,000 to 41,300, we got a good chance at moving back up into this range and topping and reaching a top at $48,000. So guys, a real quick update for me today. That is all we're kind of going to be talking about today. We're going to do a little analysis on the technicals. So we'll bring up some of the technicals now. Let's start off with the bull market support band. We're going to go to our daily chart for that one. Let's bring it up on the daily chart. Where is it? We're over on the daily chart, which is really good to see, but we all know that, you know, the 3-day chart for Bitcoin is really the one we want to be looking at. And as you can see, we are pushing over the 3-day chart on Bitcoin. Objectively speaking, we are very bullish right now. Will we come down again? Again, we predict that the drop in March will occur because of the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates. We've talked about this so many times. We first mentioned it when our YouTube channel started back in December. We talked about the Fed's increasing interest rates and how that is going to negatively affect on risk assets such as Bitcoin. So we expect, or we are predicting that when they increase interest rates, if they increase interest rates, we will see a pullback on the global financial markets, including cryptocurrencies and obviously Bitcoin being the market leader. Moving back to the chart, obviously right now we are looking really, really good. We saw a break over the bull market support band last time, which was the 24th of July, which actually triggered the move upwards. Again, that 50 SMA needs to be broken above for us to go parabolic. Altcoins have started to move, but a lot of altcoins are still underneath their major long-term structures. And I can show you a few altcoins that represent that. Let's bring up a few altcoins real quickly, just to show you. For example, let's bring up Sand. Sand is obviously a metaverse crypto, very, very popular crypto. It's been gaining a lot of traction, but as we can see, we're going to bring it to the daily. You can even see on the 4 hour, we're still underneath that long-term resistance. So until we break that long-term resistance, we're not going to flip bullish for these altcoins. I can name a couple altcoins, you know, Sand, ASX, CHR, NG. There's a whole bunch of altcoins that have kind of come up and touched that long-term resistance, but now have kind of faded downwards and pushing downwards. Again, we can definitely flip down, find support, and retest that and continue upwards and go very, very parabolic. There's a very good chance that happens if Bitcoin can push upwards here and hold above this green line. All right, guys, this green line is very important. So we are objectively more bullish than we are bearish right now, but as you know, things can rapidly change in the market, and the long term, as we can see here, the 3-day chart and the 1-day chart are extrapolations of these short-term moves. So if a short-term move happens over and over and over, eventually that will translate onto the longer term time frame. So this very well could be the reversal, this very well could be the top, but it's way too soon to tell right now on the longer term time frames if this is in fact the reversal that will basically restart that downtrend, or if it's just going to be a little dip before we move upwards. It's way too hard to tell right now. It's almost impossible to tell, but we do have our points of invalidation, and that is what kind of our only, I would say, only objective bit of data we can go off right now. We're not going to be guessing, we're just going to be going off the data alone. If we come down and we can find support anywhere over here, anywhere between this red line, green line, and gray box, if we find support in here, there's a very high chance we move back up to 48k. If we lose this, we will continue downwards and we will execute, let's show you over here, we'll execute this downwards move. All right, guys. Any questions about this? Remember, leave them down below. Thanks for stopping by. Real quick update today, not going over too much, but I hope you learned something, and I hope it kind of like, you know, made you a little bit more aware of what is happening in the market. Going over the short term really quickly, we're not going to go into too much, but obviously we had a very steep rejection off that 45,500 zone. Very expected, very strong resistance, and we're pushing backwards down. We're pushing back down now. Obviously, if we extend that bull flag, we can see we're kind of still holding support along there. We can definitely bounce on there again. I'd be waiting for a break over 44,440, this red line here, before I consider any kind of upwards movement in the short term. All right, guys, leave your questions down below. Remember, follow us on Twitter and Telegram. We post a lot of updates, a lot of exclusive updates you won't get anywhere else on there that are in real time, because I don't always have time to jump on and do a video. It's mostly quicker for me to just do a post and update you guys on Twitter and Telegram rather than doing a video. So make sure to follow us there, links in the description, and I'll catch you in the next video.